welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel. I've received an email, and the email said this.
So as I've commented before, my 7-year-old loves and loves watching your vids. After watching one, he really wanted to play and asked if he could ever be featured. Well, I told him he would have to do his best and have an epic game. Well, for this replay, he did just that. One of his best games I've ever seen him play. He normally will just be zoomed in, drive around, and shoot like a muppet. I watched him play and I got to admit, he was bummed he didn't get an ace. In any case, I hope you enjoy it. It's pretty straightforward and standard, but he was telling himself, angle, 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 oh I bounced one. Boom. Got him. He's still trying to remember about resetting camo lol, but yeah, I know how stoked he would be if this does get featured.
Well, here you are then, JJ. You sure managed to capture a base, so let's see what you're gonna do here. He's driving forward, as you can see, in the Black Prince, in the Prince Charming tank. Oh, there's a KV-13. And he bounces a shot, he bounces a return shot as well. And there it is. He's stoked. He's shooting. That KV-13 is tracked. Go for the track, buddy. Yes, once. Oh yeah, you got him now. You really got him, boy. You got him permanent right in front of you. Look at that, mate. Yes, get him. Come on. This is just great gameplay, isn't it? I mean, it's a 7-year-old boy playing World of Tanks, loves watching my videos, plays together with his dad, and is in the Black Prince in the Charming tank. And this is a great tank to start off the game if you're new to the game, if you haven't played video games before yet. I mean, it's got formidable armor, it has a good gun, it doesn't do a lot of damage per shot, but it's quick. It doesn't require a lot of aim time. The tank moves around not that quick. Yes, yeah, that's a good strategy. Shoot the car first, and you have a clear field of fire. And you can see he's going for track wheels straight away. This is a natural born predator. Watch out for him, guys. Watch out. If he's on the team list on red, you really need to start to get your shit together, because he will punish you for it. And of course, his Tiger 1 is AFK, but that would be doing away with all the fun he's having here, with all the good results he's getting. Because he's trying to angle, he's trying to shoot one tank at a time. He's not exposing to any other tanks, as you can see. Oh, that's unfortunate. That one missed into the building. Gonna shoot this Churchill Sims. Yes, there we go. 162 damage dealt. Look at the damage counter going up. Yes, lower play. Back up, buddy. Back up. Yes. Back up. Shoot him again. Yes, there we go. 161 again. Nearly 3k damage. Can you break 3k? Can you get that last kill as well? Can you get 2 kills? Come on, mate. Oh, yes. Come on. Yeah. That's up, buddy, JJ. Great gameplay there. And as said, it's pretty straightforward. It's just about 2.5 minutes of gameplay worth. But you broke a 3k, got a first class medal as well, and a high caliber 2. So I'm pretty sure you're happy to have yourself featured on the channel, JJ, and I think it's time your daddy sent me a good class game, a good damage game in the Black Prince 2. Don't you agree? Challenge is on, daddy. Righty. Next one. Silly from Valiant Clan. He's driving a tank that's just my type, the Type 62. And when this tank was first introduced in the game, it was the go-to tank to train your light crew tank skills. Light crew skills, right. Anyway, you could use a Leopard, you could use a Crusader back in the days, but this tank was actually introduced in the game when the +2, -2 matchmaking was still a thing, and when your AP shells would do as much damage as your heat shells. And that means you would get 145 of penetration on AP, which is just not good, but you would do 200 damage per shot. And then you would go to 250 heat pen and do 200 damage per shot as well. That was insane. It was a tank that was mobile, it is still really mobile, but it was the only tank at tier 7 that retained its camo while moving. So if you were driving around with these 2 tanks in a wolf pack, having just above 2k damage per minute, you could really murder Tier 9 tanks. There was all equipment still. There was no engine accelerator, there was no improved control. And light tanks, yeah, they were really strong. And Silly is in a great position. He is in, well, let's call it the pocket. There's a pocket behind the cap, as you can see, and if you keep an eye out on the minimap, you can see that the Reds are pushing in. But this position, it's great on Vineyards. And they've got the Reds in the crossfire. And luckily, Silly has been pumping out the damage. He's already up towards 2k, as you can see. He shoots that SP1C in place, which is good because that means that the tank has to stop. Or it has to stop dead in front of him. He can shoot him once more. And then he misses the shot on the T-43 because he's rolling down the hill. A little bit of gun oppression, a little bit of wobbling around. But he manages to clear the tank on the next shot. But he has lost a little bit of health. The T-26 E4 is pushing in and clears the, the M41 Bulldog. And the crossfire that they had going on is now gone. And luckily the E4 misses him. And Silly is now going to team up together with the Pantera on this IS. And this is isolating targets. This is focus fire 101. You can see, I mean, it's a heavy tank, the IS. It is stuck in place. It cannot move because it had its tracks knocked off. But once, twice, there we go. It has a big gun. I know, 400 alpha will hurt. But if you can put a gun like the Type 62 has on an IS at 200 per shot with AP, and then the Pantera is there as well with 225 per shot. Yeah, if that IS misses just one shot, as he just did, then he will not survive. And Silly has managed to rack up his 4th kill, and that is pretty good and pretty impressive. The damage is already quite good, but it has become a 2-on-2, and that is a big, fat, juicy Cheerio over there, the Japanese Tier 7 medium tank. Well, that one has an autoloader with a really quick rate of fire, as you can see, once, twice, and just before the Cheerio manages to shoot again, Silly clears the tank. You could think that the Cheerio is a weak tank. It is in terms of armor, but that autoloader is to die for in terms of shots per minute, in terms of burst damage. I think it shoots at 1 second interval. It's not an auto reloader, it's a proper autoloader. The Pantera is an auto reloader, so this Pantera should probably just go around the Tiger 2 and then wait it out instead of bouncing on the front plate. Yes, yeah, we'll go to the side. Good, go to the side. Aim into the side armor. Into the side armor. Don't shoot over his engine deck, that doesn't quite work. And the Pantera is trying to flank, which is good on him. He's going to reload his 2nd shot, but then he doesn't, so he shoots the 1st one, and then reloading has to start all over again. And finally, he moves towards the flank and clears the Tiger 2. And you can see, you're going to see from the end result, this was a pretty tight game. A really good one, just the type of games I like to see. Mastery, Top Gun, High Caliber, Redley Walters, Scout Mill as well. Silly has managed to scout the entire enemy, but the starting bit was epic, was phenomenal. Just sitting in the pocket behind the cap, just controlling the engagement. And when you talk about controlling the engagement, you're also talking about looking at your team, looking at the lineup, looking at what your team is doing, and not doing anything stupid. And that's exactly what P36C is going to show us here. Look at where he's set up. 1 shot into the T55A. He is lit, he is spotted, and he's in cover. Because he figured out that his team is not moving. So why would you want to move up? I mean, you got good gun oppression with the Leopard. You have a good gun, but there's a Progetto up there. Auto reloader. They have an FV4005 autoloader with big hash rounds. They've got a Waffle, big HE shot. They've got a Jagdpanzer 100. Big gun. So, I mean, he's on Forge City, New Bay City, and they can't hit me. But if you show your ass, then they're gonna shoot you there. And luckily, it's 627. It's not an HE shell, I think. But that kind of hurt. This is somewhat bad trading. But this move is great. He kind of anticipated the Progetto going towards another flank. It's going to happen in just a second. Puts a shot into the Progetto. Waiting just a tad too long to shoot at T55A. But he's in a good position here. You can see he's held down. He's got some cover towards his right of the houses. And the Reds seem to be pushing in towards the bridges. And the Progetto has dropped off the radar. Now where is he gonna pop? There he is, right on the other bridge. But he is in a crossfire now. P-36C has just set up brilliant crossfire, and this projectile wants to clear the T-54, which he can do, but at what cost? I mean, he is a complete one-shot now, as you can see. Complete one-shot. He took 3-4 shots maybe just to clear the T-54. That's not the best way to play a tank. I mean, I make noob mistakes. And P-36 is very cautious. He's having the game of his life. He's just an average player. Send me a great game. Martin, I hope this one gets featured on the channel. Yes, it does, mate. Because you played the Leopard to perfection. And I love the Leopard. You really got me going when you sent in this game. And he's being aggressive at the right time as well. He realizes he has to clear the projectile. And so he does. And he realizes that now the object on 40 has to go. So he's going to jump off the bridge. And then the 140 is dead. So, brilliant tactic. Just jump off the bridge. 140 blows up. Brilliant stuff. Never happens to me, but yeah, great work. You can shoot this FE. That FE tries to shoot him, which is a bad idea because now he's on a reload and he overextended. And there he goes. Clears the FE 4005. But now it becomes a 2 versus 3, and the T-55A is over there. He's got support from a Jagdpanzer E-100, but we haven't seen the Waffle tractor yet. There is a full health Jagdpanzer E-100. You can't poke, mate. You can't poke. You cannot poke. You cannot poke, because the Jagdpanzer E-100 is a very dangerous tank with a big gun. That means that if you poke, you will probably die. And the T-55A did not quite catch up with that. I told you it was a bad idea. I mean, I warned you, but did you listen to me? Oh no, you knew, didn't you? Oh, it is a harmless little Leopard, isn't it? Well, there was a big Jagdpanzer E-100 over there as well, but a big Jagdpanzer E-100 is not that big and mean anymore when he's got a damaged ammo rack. And then when you pop adrenaline, you have a high chance of damaging enemy modules, and that's what P-36C did. He ammo racked the Jagdpanzer E-100 in a Leopard. Great stuff. Right, 2 minutes left and 46 seconds. Where is that last remaining tank? Probably over there? Yeah, might be a good idea. The Jagdpanzer E-100 then says, let's capture the base. And P-36C does not agree, because he realizes that is a waffle. He's probably taking a look at the hit points of the Jagdpanzer E-100, and you can see what he's doing as well. He's moving towards the center line of the map. Waffle has not been spotted yet. So there's a big fat chance he's in somewhere in the red spawn, and he has 2 kills, so he is active. Yes. Spotted? Are you spotted yourself? Yes, you are. Yeah, quick shot. No, do not take the shot. Just stay in cover. Look at the way he's moving around, and the Waffle realizes what's happening because he is spotted now, so he can't just sit there. The Waffle doesn't know where the Jagdpanzer E-100 is. And P-36 is again in cover. You can see on the center line of the map. I've covered that in a previous video. Well worth checking out, by the way. But the Waffle has a big gun. He can one-shot P-36 easily. He can clear the Jagdpanzer E-100 easily, especially now that the Jagdpanzer E-100 is a one-shot. And the Waffle has a turret, 419 damage dealt. Yes, he is going to clear the Jagdpanzer. Yes, there we go. Shoot him once more. Yes, on the HE. He has a dead driver. He has repaired his modules, but still a dead driver. That is good news. That is good news. HE shell on the side of the casemate, 413 roll. Great stuff. And back to APCR for the kill shot. And this is how I have to play the lovely Leopard. Yes, there we go. And then drive forward and take a picture for the family album. Right, yes, adjust your frame, adjust, yes. A little bit lower, yeah, brilliant, yeah, great. Picture taken. Mastery. Top Gun, high caliber ammo rack, 7,248 damage dealt. Game of his life for P-36C. And thank you very much, mate, for allowing me to use it on the channel. What's your man crush? What's your favorite tank in the game? Please tell me in the comments. Cheers, happy tanking, catch you on the next one.